Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night to everyone all over the world. Welcome back to another episode of The Two Halves and a 45 with the same brothers from the same mother. This is Mr. L. He is Mr.
Controversial, but I ain't no mister.
But he ain't no Mr. So, we know we've been missing in action for quite some time, but I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying our new episode and programs that we are bringing you with new ascension and new dissensions, and also Miss KK will be back with her shorts. So please, she's taking a mini vacation from the work, but she'll be back very shortly. To all our fans, thank you again for coming on the show. So today's topic is blazing, it's hot, it might be robbery. But we're going to start off with the biggest game of the weekend, even though there's a couple big games. But we're going to start off with the English Premier League biggest game of the weekend, which is Tottenham v Liverpool.
Do you know Tottenham?
What?
Tottenham Hotspur?
Topspur?
No.
What's that?
Is Ange Ball working? What are your thoughts, Mr. Controversial, before I get my thoughts on the game?
Right. Is Ange Ball working? Is the VAR working? Are the refs working? What's going on, man? I don't know. Yes, it is clear to me that Ange Ball is in full effect. We are seeing it firsthand. Don't get me wrong. They seem a lot more energetic. They do seem that they have a mission. They have a plan, which is a lot more than we can say about the other London teams. But we're not even going to get into that today. I'm shooting shots at everybody getting it. But back to the point, though, Ange Ball, yes, it is exciting. I'm hopeful to see how it unfolds later on in the season. But yesterday, I got to say it, Liverpool was robbed.
This is a disaster!
That was a disgrace, VAR. Come on, man. What are your thoughts?
So my thoughts on the whole show was, is Ange Ball working? No. Why? Tottenham didn't beat Liverpool based on some stats that I was reading yesterday for 21 games. You can equivalent that to how much years you want to equivalent that to, but I think the last time was 2017, thanks to Dejan Lovren. And again, we're going to go back and say 2023, thanks to a lucky own goal by Joel Matip. And it was an unfortunate ricochet. It took an unfortunate ricochet for 11-man Tottenham to beat 9-man Liverpool. My God, the steel, the resilience. These men almost pull it out the bag. Tottenham had no ideas, zero ideas.
Yo, that one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it.
And I'm telling you, people, Ange Ball is going to be Ange out of luck soon, because they have no clue what they were doing yesterday. That game was a pure luck. That game was general. That game, it seems to be set up allegedly.
Allegedly. Gotta say it now.
Allegedly. Now, I would say VAR, you guys are blocking the future. Move out the way. You're blocking the future. Now, you guys, how 3 of you guys missed that? According to reports, those same guys, I believe either 1, 2, or all 3 of them worked a game in the UAE now 48 hours ago. Is that to say that they might be mind tired? Might be some of the decisions from the UAE is not the same decisions from the Premier League? You can speculate whatever you want to speculate on it, but we don't have general facts from there what made that decision. Clearly, everybody in the world see that Luis Diaz was onside. Tottenham was down, was about to get flooded. First and foremost, 11 v 11, Tottenham were shit. Excuse my French. They were no good. 10 v 11, Liverpool still had them by the nutsacks. 11v9, Tottenham had no idea. Clueless after the Son Heung Messi, as expression we love to call him, was gone from the pitch. They have Richarlison. Let's move on to some other player, because that guy, man, please.
I mean, hey,
he
did get an assist. He got an assist.
Hey, again, the wheels are about to fall off Ange Ball, because listen, if these guys were in Europe, you could see it. You could see it. These guys are better off playing one game a week, and there still might be struggles. Tottenham, good game yesterday, thanks to the referee. Shocking decisions. When was the last time you ever seen a team down to 9 men in the Premier League? Referee decisions, appalling. The first yellow card for Jota, not a yellow card. Right? The yellow card, even the one that injured Cody Gakpo, where the guy's slide tackle, I can't remember his name. No, I think it was number 38, the left back or right back for Tottenham. And his knee, caught Gakpo. That's not a yellow card. Okay? Where else is supposed to land? The Curtis Jones red card, if you show the referee in slow motion, 10 different angles, it's going to look bad.
Right.
Okay? Clearly, Leandro Basuma was not injured. Okay? It was no intentions. Now, if we're going to bring intentions in it now, we're going to go to a whole different route. So that game was, as again, move out the way. You're blocking the future, man. You're blocking the future. That game just seems like it was set up and designed. And Liverpool, my God, gentlemen, my God. Now we know what it takes to beat you guys. It takes for you guys to go down to 9 men and VAR and the whole Lily White Stadium. Oh, and an own goal from your defender to beat you guys.
Can't forget that.
Tip my hat off to you guys. Brilliant game from a 9-man team. Almost pulled it out. Listen, if this was another year, you guys would have pulled it out. This new ridiculous 8, 10, 12 minutes, have no clue where they're getting these kind of times from. All it's going to do is lead to injuries, and more injuries. Remember, I said that in the last episode. But we're going to see. That's my thoughts on the biggest game of the week. Other than, I'm going to drop in this little side one. Bayern and Leipzig. Beautiful game. Bayern keeper clueless. The world's most famous ski trip leg breaker keeper will be back soon. Everybody know who that is. And Harry Kane is still doing it. But, Mr. Controversial, what are your thoughts on that game?
On the Bayern, honestly, man, I just have to say, I just have to give a one big shout out to the main man here, in Harry Kane. Harry Kane. I did not
Hurricane, bro. Hurricane.
Hurricane.
That is disgusting.
Because he can't speak English now. But yes, he is putting in a shift. He cannot stop scoring, honestly. And I read reports recently that said that a couple of the Bayern players that are already there have been a little bit shocked at his wages. Well, you could be shocked even more because he deserves every that and more, because he is putting in a shift every single game. He is scoring nonstop. Now, again, I did say this in a previous episode. I said, hey, if he's scoring 29 and 30 in the Premier League, what do you think he's going to do in the Bayern Bundesliga? He's going to destroy it. And we're seeing it firsthand. So I really got to say hats off to Harry Kane. Hats off to Bayern. Masterful work in the transfer market by acquiring that striker there. The game was exciting. 2-2. Did we want to see Bayern win? Maybe. I don't know. I think I'm on the board with everybody, whereas we want to see Harry Kane finally get a trophy. So it's the team to beat this season in the Bundesliga. I'm with them. I'm for it. It was exciting. What do you think?
My thoughts are, I just gave it to you in the first when I explained it. That's all I think about that game. It's over. On to topic number 2, Ballon d'Or talk. Before we get started, all I'm going to say, fans, is this is over to Mr. Controversial, because my stance on the Ballon d'Or is it's a bunch of, you know,
baloney.
The rest,
All righty, but for sure.
Lead this topic here, Mr. Controversial, before we start getting the fans ready to go to the corner of choice. Over to you.
So, I'm going to be super quick with this topic. We all know who's going to win the Ballon d'Or. Should he win it because of story?
No, God! No, God, please, no!
No. Should he win it because of merit? Now, I'm not saying that Messi wouldn't be considered. In a normal Ballon d'Or year where there's no World Cup, do we really think that Messi is winning the Ballon d'Or? Honest opinion, honest answer. No.
Leave your comments in the section below from what Mr. Controversial is asking, because I already gave all of you guys my stands on these award ceremonies. Ballon, over to you again, Mr. Controversial.
Yeah, I know you're for the team. An award is an award. Sometimes you do got to acknowledge some players, going above and beyond. Yeah, we always normally see, goals as being that thing that pushes the player, pushes the team onward. But for me, I just believe that Haaland should win it. Aside from the glitz and the glamour of the World Cup, it only really comes around every 4 years. And if we're really going to say that a World Cup winning medal gives you the Ballon d'Or, then we have to really go back to 2018 and really think, did Modric really deserve getting the Ballon d'Or? Yes, he did get 3 UCLs, but he didn't win the trophy. But all I'm going to say is I feel like it is, for sure it's rigged. Does he deserve it? Wouldn't say so. But that's my final thoughts on it. Let's move on.
All right. It's now time, everybody. Grab your bags. Grab your gal. Bring your guy. Bring your drinks. Bring your stuff. This is your corner. This is our corner. This is the main event of the show. This is the controversial corner, everybody. Welcome to the controversial corner, everybody. And we're going to change it up a little bit. Normally, we talk about the team of the week or the country that we display. But this time, we have to jump into what everybody knows or should know. That might be the worst week of Manchester City's life. Back-to-back defeats, twice, to 2 lower league teams.
Another one. Another one.
What is going on in the Citizens camp? Is the blue moon fading?
Yeah.
Is the blue moon still in the sky? Now I know the blue moon suggests that it was Chelsea, but there is no more Chelsea blood. Manchester City has taken that title. What are your thoughts, Mr. Controversial?
Yes.
Over to you.
back-to-back defeats. Now, did we expect this? No. They've been in great form, actually scintillating form. Losing to Newcastle was a shock, and then following it up with Wolves, that was definitely a shock. But the simple answer is Rodri's not there. And when Rodri is on fire, your defense is terrified. I don't quote me on that now. Don't quote me on that. But it just really goes to show that when it really comes down to it, having a strong DM, a strong CM that can link up the play and move throughout the channels there. Without that that metronome, or that quarterback for our American viewers, without that person controlling and dictating the tempo, it's gonna go to rot. Like clearly we saw, they still have that same fire. Doku always at the defense. You see Haaland, he's always trying to get his goals. Even Alvarez, he's always in that number 10 spot with Foden there. But again, without that one person keeping everything together, dictating the play, stopping attacks from coming in and reigniting that counterattack, it is what it is. So I do have to say, yes, I didn't see this coming, but only a couple more games back. I'm sure Roger will come back and change it up again, but it's yet to be seen.
Well, everybody, that was a totally long ass explanation. Seems like we're in court, everybody. I told you this lawyer from Manchester City arguing in front of the Supreme Court or something. My God, they got pumped like Liverpool. That's all we want to say, everybody. We saw it. Both the top two teams got pumped. One got pumped because VAR was missing in action, blood. And the other one got pumped because Rodri was missing in action, blood, due to some player theatrics from Margaret Gibbs-White of Nottingham Forest, blood. That's to show you the step up between Rodri and Calvin Phillips is, let's just leave it at that. And we're going to move on to the next topic of the controversial corner, everybody. I won't say out. I have too much to say. And so I'm going to move on. So I'm going to make you put it in the comment section if you want me to not pause and make my statements heard. But the rants are coming, so I'm going to leave this show. PG-13, everybody. PG-13. But we are going to go and talk about the noisy neighbors of Manchester City, because I don't know what's going on in Manchester, everybody. It seems like either ET touchdown or Elon Musk satellite went up, but it's been rattling down there. So you, Mr. Controversial, talk to me about the noisy neighbors, the Red Devils, getting PG-13, everybody. Over to you, Mr. Controversial.
Ooh, boy, Man U, what can I say about you that already hasn't been said? It is a disgrace. Now, yes, Man U, we all knew them as a huge juggernaut back in the 90s, back in the early 2000s, even back in the 2010s. But recently, they've just been on terrible form. They lost to Crystal Palace. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Producer said they got destroyed by Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace.
Who?
Crystal Palace. Look, they're in the mud, clearly. Stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned.
It's yet to be seen
Yes.
if they'll ever get out of it. But this mud don't seem like regular mud, blood. This seems like it's quicksand. They keep sinking and sinking and sinking, and we don't even know if they'll ever make it out. So it's yet to be seen, but it is truly sad. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are Manu seems like a slug, like a slug, right? Shagging a bridge. That's how terrible they are, bro. That's how terrible they are. Or if you want to say this, they're like tits on a nun. Useless.
Wow.
I'm telling you, this one is over. I ain't gonna say no more, everybody. But all I'm going to do is talk about the last topic because this last topic here is so much controversy. I don't know where to start. I don't know if I should say, hey, Luton Town win their first Premier League match. Against who? Put it down in below. I can go on again and said, Real Madrid, bounce back. Put the comment in the comment section below. Again, I can say this league for the Premier League is over for Chelsea. Again, put your thoughts in the comment section below. Mr. Controversial, that is just 3 I gave you. You can pick one from any of those 3 to talk about because all of them are juicy. Now, due to time limitations, Mr. Controversial is going to do his best. But I say, you guys stay tuned because it is coming. It is coming. Over to you, Mr. Controversial.
All righty. So, Chelsea, disgrace. What were the other teams? Luton winning. You're still gonna get relegated and banished back to the Shadow Realms. What were the other team? What was the other team?
So it was Chelsea, it was Luton, and it was Everton.
And Everton. Well, congratulations, Everton. You have finally done it. You have finally become the utmost worst blue team there is in the English Premier League. And I have to say, coming from your roots, that's sad. But you're also getting banished to the Shadow Realm. So, due to time constraints, that's all I have.
Thank you, everyone, for coming on the Controversial Corner. I know you might be drunk. I know you might be, but this is your corner. This is our corner. This is the Controversial Corner. Bonus topic for the Controversial Corner before we go. We are just going to be rattling off some scores from the past Premier League weekend. Now, we won't talk about Chelsea because they are Monday Night Football, and clearly half the people don't watch Monday Night Football because they're at work, blood. They're at work. So we're going to start with Saturday. Roberto De Zerbi got touched in a very not so nice way. Pause. 6-1 to the Villains over Brighton. Kai Havertz scored his first goal thanks to a penalty from Martin Asgard, aka Martin Odegaard. Congratulations to the Gunners. Only one of the 2 undefeated teams left. The other one was with Tottenham. And of course, you know the score. Joel Matip scored a own goal in the last minute, causing 9-man Reds to lose to Tottenham. Disgrace Tottenham. Newcastle pump Burnley. Burnley can't score no goal. Don't know what's going on. Already talked about the score about the Wolves. Fighting the citizens. Hey, dare not feed them wolves blood. Dare not feed them wolves because they will eat your meat. Pause. Now we're going to go back and said Manchester United touched up Crystal Palace. But I told everybody this was a weakened Crystal Palace team. Back-to-back defeats at Old Trafford. Have some of that got punched up. See, all these guys are doing, these guys are like the Yakuza, sharpening in their swords. But ain't nothing coming from it, blood. You need to go find you a new day job, Manchester. Now, we talked about Luton getting their first win. I want to say congratulations to them and Everton. my brother already took care of you. We're gonna say West Ham, Jared Bowen can't stop scoring. What is going on with that guy? I knew this guy was a real talent. Sheffield United, 10 goals, blood, in 2 games, blood. Oh my God, blood. They're worse than a $2 crackhead on the corner of the you know what, blood.
Don't do drugs. If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help.
Know your role, and I ain't gonna say no more. And for the last game of the weekend, it was Nottingham Forest versus the Bees. The Bees keep on getting sting the last couple of weeks, but the Forest is there for the Bees to fly through and collect nectar, and they didn't, blood. They were in harmony. This was the scores of the weekend, everybody. If I missed anybody, please comment in the section below and tell us, maybe because they weren't important enough. And we talked about Chelsea. Now, everybody, that is the score predictions for the week. This is the last topic. We are coming to an end. But tune in next week for Distension. That is with Mr. Controversial. And then you're going to hear Ascension from me. But I'm going to change up the program. So for our last topic today, who will be top by Christmas? Even though it doesn't matter, because I told you people, Liverpool has been top 3 times. Chelsea, I believe, won. Arsenal, I believe, won. And the Citizens still came out on top. So there you go. Who top on Christmas don't mean nothing. You ain't getting no Christmas gift. The North Pole is closed, fam. The big fat red man ain't coming. There you go. Have some of that, you helps. Over to you, Mr. Controversial.
Wow.
You got to clear his throat, everybody. You got to clear his throat. For this.
I need some Ricola. Anyways, yeah. Does it really even matter who comes out on top at Christmas? Arsenal was top.
That's what I said.
Last year.
Arsenal. And before that, Liverpool. You know?
Yeah.
And before that again, Liverpool again. And I think Chelsea. So we can continue going down the line.
And who?
Huh?
Who was that?
Yes, Bob, but my name's Billy. It doesn't matter what your name is.
Oh, so we can continue going the line. Listen, for all them years, as you look up, the sky was blue, the moon is blue, and you know what team was coming. Now, Lucas Leiva might get a Premier League. That's if the lawyer over here cannot get Manchester City off them charges that they got. You think we forgot about them, blood? Them charges is still pending. So that might taint Manchester City's title. Should I say? Should I not say? I don't think so. This has nothing to do with the players. The breaches have been done by the upper echelons, the suits. That is my prediction on it. No title should be relinquished by Pep and his players, because these guys put in the hard work on the training ground. They cannot be liable or held liable for what these nefarious guys in suits are doing. I will say the players should not be liable or subjected to anything for what suits have done, because they have done their job to the utmost respect. You guys know it. We know it. This was not a controversy. This is not controversial. They didn't dope. They did not cheat. And I'm talking about the players. I'm not talking about the suits or the upper echelon. For all, the suits can go to you know where, blood. Every single one of them, because they ain't doing nothing but messing up our game. Now, over to you again, Mr. Controversial. Sorry for that little.
No. It was warranted. It was warranted. But yes, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter who comes up as the in the lead on Christmas. What really matters is the tail end of the season. But I will say that who I do believe will make it to the top. I'll give you my quick top 4 predictions. I'll say Liverpool is going to be top by Christmas followed by Arsenal, no, followed by Manchester City, then Arsenal, then Tottenham. Why I believe Manchester City is going to be in second place instead of like third or fourth. They've been on scintillating form. Rodri will come back. They are building something, and those other, couple of DMs that they do have otherwise from, not going to talk about Phillips, but the other DMs that they have, they can push. So I'll say they're going to falter due to the game congestion. So for sure, second, third, Arsenal, because they are also in the Champions League. I mean, also in the Champions League. And Tottenham, they have no excuses, but Ange Ball only can go so far. So fourth place.
All right, my scores predictions are for the end of the season. Who cares about Christmas blood? Liverpool, number 1. Manchester City, number 2. The Gunners, somewhere down the line in 5th. Tottenham, maybe 6 if the wheels don't fall off, because they might can. But I mean, remember, oh my God, Ange Ball, Ange Ball, man. They almost got pumped by Sheffield United. Remember that? And for them 2 lucky goals and that 1 goal that Richarlison scored. Now, with that said, from the looks of it, if I go scores prediction, I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to be Liverpool, Manchester City, Arsenal, and Tottenham. But for my final score prediction, I believe Tottenham is going to become in 7th or 6th because the wheels are going to fall off. De Zerbi's man is going to come about 5th. Manchester United, if they don't get their act together, should come 4th. But, sometimes some teams don't pick up until November. So November, you will start seeing, after the last international break, you will start seeing teams readily being checkered or moved apart based on their standings and their strength. Manchester United is in a whirl of mess now. And for Chelsea, the only way for them is up blood. So I'm going to go with the traditional top 6 that they will make it at some point. Additional Newcastle to make 7. Aston Villa is still hot, 8th. And De Zerbi's man is in the mix too. So that's my first top 9. And then the rest are just the what left, because sooner or later, again, from 1st to about 10th are going to be in Europe blood, the way these suits are carrying on. You know what I mean? Starting next year. So that's my score predictions for, not scores prediction, but my table prediction for Christmas, that is. Not the business end, but we should start seeing the top 6 bringing distance among themselves. That is our show today, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. This was some hot, nice topics, everybody. We keep on current events and current affairs. If there's a topic that is desperately important to you, this is your show. We are your hosts. This is the 2 Halves and a 45 show. Put your comments in the section below. Please like, please subscribe, please smash that alert button to get notifications, everybody. Because, again, we thank you, everybody, and have a good, wonderful night. Thank you from the 2 Halves and a 45 show. We the ones, just like I said, everybody. Be the one.